I've got MS, and I wanted to make a video uh, to let people know what was going on because this is my goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to you. Uh, I really didn't want to go this way, and I always wanted to die for my country. And there's not a whole lot of that left now, but uh, I don't feel that way anymore. Like I want to be around for my family, and I wish I could have given everything that I've got, all my energy ever, to my children. And so it's very unfortunate the situation, and I'm just making this video. I have a lot of difficulty doing anything now. Uh, I recently, about a month ago, I had a to give you the background of the story. I guess because I'm going to ask for help. Um, I don't really want to do that, but at this point, it's like everything's so bad. It's just nothing matters anymore. I just want to live a few more years so that my kids can get older and I can say goodbye. Is what I'm hoping for. So that's what this is about. I'm really sorry about not finishing the album and not finishing the Interject series. I would, of course, love to finish that stuff. I cannot. I can barely stand. I'm barely. I have really intense vertigo due to a lesion that I had about a month ago. If you'll notice, unfortunately, like my face is tight because I have some cranial nerves pulling on it, and it does twitch. If you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I do have twitch in the eye and face at all times. Here, a twitch here and a twitch here, and that's fine. I don't really care about symptoms. The symptoms don't bother me, but if God could have mercy on me and give me enough time to be around a few more years for my kids, I would really appreciate it. And if anybody could help me, because my treatment is through the VA, and that is I don't have any medical insurance or anything like that, and so I'm treated through the VA. The VA is a good resource. It's better than not having anything. Unfortunately, it is they have like a neurologist. They don't have MS specialists, and I think that in this case would require somebody that was really familiar with MS. Um, so I got MS. I started going through blindness in 2009, and then um, by 2014 I got diagnosed with half paralysis on half the body, and then I took Avonex intramuscular injections every week for a very long time, for until 2019 about. And then with COVID stuff coming, I had like a drop in medication. It is really hard. The Avonex is really hard to start up, and I don't tolerate it well. I get very sick every week, and it gets a little bit more tolerable. But when you start the meds, it's really bad. So anyway, I stopped taking the interferon for 1 year. I think I took it for 7 years, and then COVID started, and I quit taking it for about a year, a little bit over a year, and I had a big lesion. And so I've been dealing with. I had a series of lesions, like week after week after week, and so it just keeps on coming back. And I have recovered. So they're still saying it's relapse remitting. I have recovered in terms of like I can walk and stand and I can feel my limbs, but they feel like they're going. Like and when the relapse is here, it's like I can't walk or anything. The biggest thing is that I have constant vertigo all the time, to the point where it's like I can't even, like there's no release. So I can't sit down or something like that. It's very difficult just to sit and try to relax, because you can't, because you're like, I'm violently spinning everywhere. And so it's, I've had cognitive degeneration all as well, and speech problems. I used to have lesions in the pontine region. Anyways, my medical team at the VA is very overwhelmed, and they don't have any people. They have to use a neurologist for all the MS stuff, and that's what I'm dealing with. And unfortunately, it's a very reactive situation where, they can do conventional stuff and then just respond. So anyway, I'm about a month out of the hospital now from a major series of lesions that was making me not be able to walk. Basically, I could stand, but that was about it. And then I walked out of there after corticosteroids, Um, it's the cognition stuff now is really bad to where it's like I can't drive anymore or anything like that, and I feel like inside, my perceptual, like how I'm perceiving all my senses, I feel like I'm holding on to the end of the rope and I'm about to go. And so I don't know what that means, but it's a strong sense. And I'm having difficulty doing really basic things. And I really hope that it's symptomatic, but I really can't help but think that like it's continuing degradation that's just going to continue all the way, which may be the case. Anyways, um, due to the way the VA, is limited and things like that, I'm due back to see like in a month, but I mean it's really hit or miss with the like I mean you're just basically doing a crapshoot with VA. Like there are not I need if I'm gonna have any hope at all of like anything, any recovery at all, I think it requires some familiarity with what's going on and stuff, and it's kind of an unusual thing. I mean, it's generally not unusual. It's just a guy with MS that's like going down. But in terms of like my particular case, like I think I still have I hope that there's still some kind of option, maybe a hope that I could recover. I'm on when I had my last lesion, they switched me over to Tecfidera, and I'm on Tecfidera now twice a day, and I'm tolerating that well. But I've had the sensation now continuously that I'm continuing to degrade, and I can no longer distinguish between like when I'm having if I were having lesions other than physical loss of a limb or something like that. I can't really evaluate it because my it's very similar to you know like taking a huge hit of acid is pretty much unfortunately kind of the situation I'm dealing with. In my reality. Like I said, I am able to walk like my ambulatory, but my feet are floating. Like I can definitely feel that they're going. So arms feeling weak. I'm on an exercise program where I'm squatting to lift weights every day. I've reduced weight dramatically, but I am my body. I can tell that my body remembers all the movements. So like I am lifting weights now in the hope that somehow I have a remission or something like that. I don't know if there's technically a remission in terms of MRIs. I have difficulty accessing my VA MRIs, maybe perhaps because I'm not familiar with it or whatever. Um, but I feel a cognitive degeneration as my physical symptoms have stopped, and now it's like I feel like a crazy person. I feel like I'm like barely functioning. It's causing a lot of destruction for my family. I don't really care if I live. I would really prefer to die so that I can stop suffering. And unfortunately, the situation is that I have children that I love that I need to try to be here as long as they can. And so, if I could get any help from anybody, oh, somebody, if anybody could just give me a little bit more time. I would have rather gone a lot sooner uh, and just gone out. But now I'm at the point where I've got really young children, and I just want to be around. If I could just be around in my mind enough to talk to them for a couple more years, so I can say goodbye. Well, Um, but like I said, I don't really care about. Uh, I don't have any delusions, and I know that I'm not going to live forever. And I know that it's a difficult loss with MS with losing function, and um, I can't be picky. I'm going to take what I get, and whatever happens is just what's going to happen. But uh, yeah, like I said, I'm on Tecfidera right now, and I'm having continuous cognitive degeneration to the point where I'm a different person, and I'm not speaking well. I'm slurring my words and things like that. So in that way, it's gotten worse. In the physical stuff, it's gotten better. But if anybody could help me that really knows what they're doing and was willing to help me. Uh, I don't know if it's worth it, but I don't know if there's any hope. Maybe there is. I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep going until I can't. But and if you email that, email me if you have some help, like some kind of help or something like that. I mean, whatever you can get. I mean, I can't. Like I'm fucking going, man. So if you can help me, of course, that'd be appreciative. My only goal is to try to live a couple more years and still be here and hopefully not be like on a breathing machine or something like that. Um, uh, my symptoms are pretty mild physically, like looking at me, other than the fact that like I can feel that it's really hard, and my cognitive stuff, like being able to talk and interface with the world, is basically like it's making me like non-functional, besides balance and stuff like that, fall over and stuff like that. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know, put an open invitation for help. And I'm really sorry that I had to go this way. And whatever I have left, whether it's an hour, a day, or a week, is going to my family. I wish I could have had my kids earlier in my life so that they would have got more of my energy when I had a lot of energy. And hopefully, anybody who is watching, hopefully you spend time with your family and take care to do it and not get too focused on work. It's not important at all. And it's not what you're going to think about in the end. It's going to be the last thing on your mind. And I hope that you spend your time with your family if you can. Okay. Um, so long, fellas.